Oh, yes, indeed. It is time for another Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all. So I'm running a little bit late because of Thanksgiving. Had a big, man, I stayed up all night. I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner for my mom. We actually live in the same apartment complex, so she's just a couple hundred feet away from me at any given moment. But I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner for us. I stayed up all night on Wednesday. Am I getting some kind of like haziness here? Let me see what's going on here. Okay, I guess that's okay. Anyway, I was up all night cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and then after we ate Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving, like I fell asleep immediately after, and it had nothing to do with like tryptophan or anything like that. I just was so tired, and it's totally thrown off my days following. So anyway, I'm running late on this. I hope you guys all had a really great Thanksgiving. I hope you got to like get stuffed and have good food and all that. So this is my new this week haul. There's a couple of fun little surprises in here from not necessarily new this week, but just some other stuff, and I'll tell you about that. If you guys are new to this channel and you enjoy this content, my name is Mark Walters. This is Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. I'd very much appreciate it if I can grow this channel and hopefully get to a point where I can monetize my terrible comic habit. You know what's funny? I actually have another YouTube channel. It's called Big Fanboy, because it's an extension of my website, bigfanboy.com. And that channel's been monetized for like a long time. And I used to make, you know, decent little, it wasn't a lot of money, but I'd make a little bit of money here and there, you know, from ads and stuff like that. And I recently got demonetized because there was a video on my channel that had copyrighted content in it. But it was a video I posted with permission. It was actually a Star Wars video. It was like a trailer from Lucasfilm that Lucasfilm sent me to post. And I guess YouTube, because of their algorithm, they kept flagging this as copyrighted content, even though it was posted with permission. And so they demonetized my channel. So like I currently am not making any money on my Big Fanboy channel when I used to make money off of it rather consistently. So that's a bit of a bummer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that or not. All right, so new this week stuff from, what was it, November 23rd, I think? Is that correct? Yeah, November 23rd. This is the Marvel previews. The Red Goblin is back. And then on the back, Sinister. So always get those Marvel previews because you never know if there might be something in there, something they consider a first appearance. Also wanted to show you this. I picked this up at AMC. Now you guys may remember I showed you one of these for Thor, Love and Thunder. They did one of these for Wakanda Forever, and this is kind of cool. It's not a comic book, although it's printed comic book format, but this is for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. It's a cover gallery. So they show like classic Black Panther covers going all the way back to the beginning, and then eventually catching up. See the more modern stuff. A little Sal Valuto action. I just had Sal Valuto at Dallas Comic Show. It was pretty cool. John Cassaday. Was that Frank Cho? Brian Stelfreeze. So yeah, really cool kind of cover gallery. Really nice stuff. Anyway, if you go to your local AMC, ask them if they have these. They're supposed to have them out for free, but, you know, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Also wanted to show you guys this real quick before I get to the Newsweek stuff. I did security for Kevin Smith. I've known Kevin for like almost 30 years. So anytime he comes in town, I end up doing security for him. Believe me, saying that I'm doing security I'm really just kind of hanging out with him. But man, it was hard this last time because he was doing a rolling roadshow tour for Clerks 3, and man, it was intense. I arrived at the Historic Texas Theater at 1:30 in the afternoon. I did not leave until 2:30 in the morning, and it was nonstop work. But I did get a couple of things signed by him. This is his book, Black Cat, Spider-Man Black Cat, The Evil That Men Do. This collects issues 1 through 3. Right down there. See, 1 through 3. So I got Kevin to sign that right there. This is issue number 1. Got him to sign one of those. I actually had the whole miniseries, and I was going to have him sign it, but I didn't want to push it. I'm sure he would have been happy to do so, but I was happy I got what I got. And then very happy to get this signed. This is actually a preview book for the Spider-Man Black Cat Evil That Men Do. This is kind of hard to find. Like, these were given out to the comic shops to promote this series. So I think this is kind of rare, but not like super valuable. But anyway, happy to get that signed by Kevin. And also got myself a copy of the Clerks 3, the screenplay, signed by Kevin as well. So happy to get that. Okay, now let's get into the new this week stuff. Sorry to have to delay it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing that Kevin Smith stuff. Kevin's always been really cool to me, so. All right, we've got DC followed by Marvel, followed by Independent. Not a huge week for me, again, and I have a feeling that next week's not going to be huge either, or this coming Wednesday. So this is, excuse me, this is Detective Comics 1066. This is the 90s throwback cover variant. I think that's Kyle Hotz did that. And I really dig this. It's Bane breaking Batman's back in a pretty horrifically violent looking way. And I'm glad I pre-ordered this because the shop I go to, they sold out of those. So they did not have any on the shelf. This is Harley Quinn number 24. This is the Lee Bermejo variant cover. I think this is considered like cover C. Harley and the Joker. Just a really dark, kind of sinister looking cover there for Harley Quinn. And I think, is this the issue where you see the Harley that laughs or whatever? They do like a cameo or something. And then I guess in the next issue it's going to be a full appearance. This is DC versus Vampires. Oh, I had that backward. Hang on a second. Yeah. These are out of order. Anyways, this should have come first, but since it had Harley on it, I guess I had it together with Harley. DC versus Vampires number 11. This is the Nathan Zerdy Harley Quinn cover. And again, I'm glad that I pre-ordered this because they sold out at the shop. This is Tim Drake Robin number 3, the throwback 1990s variant cover by Todd Nauck. I actually just hung out with Todd Nauck. He came in town and we got to go to Whataburger because they don't have Whataburger in California. So whenever he comes back here, he always wants to go to Whataburger. So we just hung out and went to Whataburger. So I'll put that aside, get him to sign that later. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man number 14. This is the, I guess, John Romita Jr. cover A. It seemed like a hot cover this week. Part of that Dark Web storyline with Chasm. And it is pronounced Chasm, not Chasm. I see people saying Chasm, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's Chasm. Have you never heard that word before? So yeah. Sorry. I get a little sensitive about grammar and pronunciation. All right, this is Amazing Spider-Man 14. There are 2 different Ed McGuinness variant covers. This is one of them, featuring Hallows Eve. So they got this new character appearance in this book. So this is one. I guess you could call this kind of like a design variant, although it's not really a design variant. I got 2 of those. And then this is the second variant. Why do I get the feeling that this was meant to come out in October? I guess we'll never know. Anyway, I really like that one a lot. I actually wish I had gotten more of this cover, but I got 2 of those. And I went ahead and I plunked down and got the, I don't know what they call this, but it's like I guess you could call it like an homage variant. Let me see if I can find the, I think this is meant to be an homage to the oversized Sensational Spider-Man book that Marvel put out. Hang on a second. Let me see if I have a listing. I wanted to tell you who did this. So this is Staub. Yeah, Staub. And it's considered the Beyond Amazing variant. I don't know who Staub is. I've never heard that name before. Okay, so that's first part of what I got. And now the second half. So this week was, or I guess this last Wednesday was local comic shop day. And why is that important? Well, it's just an excuse for them to put out some variant versions of certain covers. So this was one of the local comic shop day variants. This is Amazing Spider-Man 13. And it's a cool cover. It's who did this? This is man, I'm not seeing it. Oh, I know why I'm not seeing it. Hang on a second. Sorry, guys. I forgot I had two purchases at my comic shop. I'd left some books and I had to go back and pick them up. Okay, so this is the Mobley local comic shop, Mobley, Mobili, local comic shop day variant. I thought it was kind of cool, so I grabbed one. Avengers Forever, number 11. This I thought was a really nice cover. Ghost Rider becomes the All Rider in this. And this is another one that I pre-ordered, and I'm glad I did, because if I hadn't, they were sold out of them off the stand. Daredevil number 5. I like this because it's a nice throwback to the Daredevil 25 cover, where, what is it, the first appearance of Elektra as Daredevil or whatever. Fantastic Four 52 facsimile edition. Thought that was cool. Black Panther. This I was really happy to get, and I did not know this was even coming out. I saw it on the stands. The price they had on it was extremely fair for what it was. This is Midnight Suns number 3. It is a 1 in 25 in Huckley variant cover, and man, oh man, is that gorgeous. Look at that. And I don't remember seeing anything about this, like in the advanced listings or anything. So when I saw this on the shelf, and I couldn't believe they still had it there, because I don't think they normally even order 25 copies of this book. And like I said, the price they had on it was very, very fair. So I was very happy to grab that. I think that's the only ratio variant I got this week. Wakanda number 2. This is the Terry Dodson variant cover of Wakanda number 2. That was nice. 8 Billion Genies number 1. This is the local comic shop day variant cover, or I guess they're calling it the local comic shop day blank variant cover. And I believe, if I read correctly, if you see there's a genie outline there, they've got a contest going where you can draw your own original genie sketch and submit it. And if your shop wins, then you get like an exclusive variant, and then the shop gets an exclusive variant as well. I think that's what they're doing. This is G.I. Joe number 300. I was really happy to get this because, and why did I bag that? Hold on a second. I completely screwed this up. So the whole reason I got this was because it has this really nice wraparound cover. And I bagged it to where you can't see the wraparound cover. So hold on a minute. Oh, I know why. Because my shop just recently got back in bags and boards, Mylar bags and boards. And I think the girl at the counter, she went ahead and bagged and boarded my books, so she wouldn't know to bag and board it the way I like to do for wraparound covers. So hold on one second. Let me just get this in here. I know this is fascinating, right? Okay. So this is G.I. Joe number 300. This is just regular cover A, but again, Very happy I pre-ordered this because from what I'm hearing, this is selling out in shops. But man, talk about a cool cover. So this is Sullivan did this cover. If you look up close, it's like every single G.I. Joe character, and it wraps around on the back. And man, kudos to them for even attempting this. Like, that is not an easy cover to do. I don't know who Sullivan is. He's the artist on this cover. But, dude, my hat's off to you, because that is not easy. But it's a really cool comic cover nonetheless. This is a new book by Jason Aaron. I don't know why I said Charles Soule. It's called Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. And I picked up this cover A because it's got this really cool... Now, I didn't know this when I ordered this. This was sold as... They called it a foil edition, I think. No, I'm sorry. They call it a glow edition. So I assumed it glowed in the dark. What I didn't know was that if you look at it, this is a Yoon cover. But look at the up close. You see the rain? The rain is done in glow-in-the-dark paint. So the rain is actually what glows in the dark. And I thought, that is really, really cool. And I think that's all that glows in the dark. I don't think the character actually glows in the dark. It's just the rain. But it's like a spot gloss type thing with the ink. I'm trying to see if I can get it just right in the light. You can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool cover. And then this is the local comic shop day foil variant. Now, gotta tell you, a little disappointed on this. So they sell this as the foil variant. Okay, do you see any foil? Well, the reason you don't see any foil is because it's barely there. You see the sunglasses have foil, and the sword has a little bit of foil on it. And I think that's it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The debris and everything below them, there's some spot foil in there. So, not the best foil variant, but still, I liked it. This is Quick Stops #1. I actually replaced this because the copy I originally got was damaged, so this is just a replacement copy. But then there was also a Quick Stops #1 local comic shop day exclusive variant with the Chronic Con logo. I don't know why they just said 10th annual, because, I mean, Kevin's movies have been going back 30 years. They easily could have said, like, 30th annual or 25th annual Chronic Con. But, yeah, this was the local comic shop day exclusive. By the way, I read this. It's pretty funny. Like, if you're a fan of Kevin Smith's movies, this is really funny because, like, the first story in here is Holden McNeil from Chasing Amy doing a panel at Chronicon. And it's pretty funny stuff. Like, they do some really funny stuff with it. So if you like Kevin Smith movies, I have a feeling you're really going to like Quick Stops #1. And I'm not just saying that because I got to hang out with Kevin last Sunday. I really did enjoy it for what it was. I'm sorry, not last Sunday, the Sunday before. But yeah. All right, so guys, that's it. That's all I got. Not a huge week for me, and it looks like this week coming up is probably not going to be huge either. But, you know, hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving and you got to hang out with some friends or family and do some things that you wanted to do. I just last week had my 30th high school reunion. I'm old, guys. I'm getting old. I actually hosted my 30th high school reunion, something I've never done and never thought I would do, and it went well. It went very well, actually. So I was really happy to do that. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. If you want to find out more about me, you can go to bigfanboy.com. Check out dallascomicshow.com. Our next show is December 17th and 18th. It's our final show of 2022. And then I'm going to take a break. I'm probably not going to do a show until maybe like April of next year. I'll do some real quick shout outs because I've been avoiding them in my last couple of videos. Sean Hogan, of course, one of my #1 fans down below. I always love seeing his comments. Free Energy, missed you at the last show, buddy. I hope you can make December. Spidey Fan, I think I saw him very briefly at the last show. Who else I want to say? Mike at Comic Crypto Castle Hills. Hey, man, you hadn't made a video in a while. Let's see some videos. I want to see some more from you. Dr. Von Chilla, he just put out a couple of new videos. I was happy to see that. Tito at Kingdom Comics, of course. Mr. Rigor Mortis 86. Ian Hunter. PGH Zombie. Oh, man, who am I forgetting? Brain freezing up. Longbox Love Affair, always like his videos. Oh, Fred Hall Direct Edition, my bud, Fred Hall Direct Edition. Always enjoy his videos. He puts out really great stuff. Anyway, I'm sure I'm forgetting some other people, but guys, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the channel. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Mark's Comic Call, y'all. I'm Mark Walters. See you later.